I'm Ruth Whittington from RX Communications, and I have with me here Dr. Jean-Luc Harousseau. Would you please introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Jean-Luc Harousseau. I'm the chairman of Haute Autorité de Santé, HTA, which is the health technology assessment body in France.
Thank you. Dr. Harousseau, what would you say were the most important points that you wanted to bring out in this plenary session about convergence, divergence of HTA in Europe?
Well, I think that the systems, the healthcare systems are different, and it's not very surprising that the messages were different. In France, we do have a system based on reimbursement co-payment level by the national insurance system and the supplementary private insurances, and second, the prices. So we have two different indicators for two different objectives. This system is rather complex, but it is not that bad, and the pricing in France is not very different from that in other countries. But we have to move forward, and in the recent months we had two new laws in France which are in relation to, of course, the financial constraints, and we are obliged to introduce some kind of pharmacoeconomic evaluation of new technologies. And we have also a very special climate of suspicion regarding the healthcare system in relation to a scandal which occurred last year on an old drug which was misused. So because of this scandal, we have to think of a more comparative assessment of new technology, and especially new pharmaceuticals, in order to reimburse only the new agents which really yield an added clinical benefit.
So, do you see anything happening about the situation, the authors that said that there were 50% of the drugs in France were useless? Do you see any reassessment of those likely in the future and striking off of the register?
Yes, I think that we will reassess all drugs. The question of the number of drugs, in my opinion, is not major. We may have 4 or 5 drugs which are roughly equivalent by their risk-benefit ratio. But what does that change? And if one is cheaper, maybe it will push down the prices. So the question really is, how will we reassess all these drugs? And the only way to do that is to compare the characteristics and the benefits of each of these drugs, or each class, or within each class of drugs. So that's the reason why we are moving forward to a more comparative assessment, sort of relative effectiveness assessment.
Thank you very much.